First story. OP's girlfriend wants him to hide his accent when he meets her parents. I'm from India, but I have lived in the US for the past 4 years. I came here for my master's and now work in Chicago. I've been dating this girl for the past 4 months, and she wants me to go visit her parents with her next weekend. For context, she's white, born and brought up in the US, and her family has been here for 6 generations. I still have hints of an Indian accent. I don't think I had a very strong accent to begin with, and it's reduced over time, but it's definitely still noticeable. I am not ashamed of it, but it's just naturally changed over time, and I'm also able to pretty much neutralize it if I really need to, though I try not to do that because I concentrate more on the accent then and less on what I'm speaking about. Yesterday, my girlfriend asked if I could please make sure my accent is more American when I meet her parents. I asked why, and she said they're not used to meeting Indian people and are already unfamiliar with the culture, so I shouldn't give them another excuse to dislike me, and she then laughed. I kind of saw where she was coming from, but I was also a bit offended. Like I said, if I need to, I can neutralize the accent, but that's for things like 30-minute Zoom calls at work. I definitely want to be myself and not bother too much about my accent when I'm speaking with my girlfriend's parents, who might be family one day. I could just bite the bullet this one time, but I'm thinking of having a conversation with my girlfriend after the weekend to let her know that it offended me. What would be the best way to do this? Edit. Since this has come up in a few comments. Her parents have lived all their lives in a small town with not much racial diversity at all. Their impression of India and Indian people is negative due to stuff they've heard or read about in the media, Indian scammers, etc. So my girlfriend's reasoning is that having a more American accent would make them less wary and more accepting of me. Comments. Frame device. It took 4 months to reveal this, at least it wasn't 4 years. You should speak exactly as you normally would. This is her issue, not yours. It is not your job to alleviate xenophobia or racism. Not now, not ever. It's your responsibility to be an awesome dude, and in this case, a good boyfriend. Tough spirit. What's next? Make your skin a different shade because her parents are not used to meeting people who aren't white. Update. 1 day later. Thank you to everyone who responded. I decided to address this with my girlfriend last night, but not until after meeting her parents. She pretty much refused to do this and said I would rather be myself while meeting them, and that her request is unreasonable and frankly a bit demeaning. I also flipped it around and asked how she would feel if I asked her to speak in an Indian accent in front of my family. She said she would never do that because it could be seen as mocking the accent. She did see my perspective, but she insisted that she loved me for who I am and didn't want me to change. Her parents are, in her words, difficult, and she wanted to make sure they liked me because she really likes me and wants this to work. I told her this is something she needs to address with them, and if they need more time, that's fine. So for now, we've decided I won't go with her to meet them next weekend. She's going to speak with them first, and then make the introduction a couple months later. I'm kind of happy I stood up for myself, but I'm also hoping this works out. I really do like her and want to believe that she and her parents are good people. I'm hoping for the best. Comments. P&L main. What does that mean that her parents are difficult? Did she give you examples of how or why they are difficult? This is too vague. I think you two are delaying the inevitable. She is concerned about something when introducing you to her parents' accent racist. You have to get to the bottom of this. After her visit with her parents, you need to discuss with her and get specifics. OP. I've elaborated in my other post, but they're not used to people who aren't white or like them. They're unlikely to accept me at the moment, but my girlfriend is going to work on that before introducing me to them. P&L main. OOP, her parents won't change. I would just get it over with and go with her to meet her parents now. And be yourself, your accent, skin color, etc. The sooner you bring this issue to light, the quicker you can decide if this relationship is right for you. Shiba baby. I really do like her and want to believe that she and her parents are good people. Her parents are not good people. The great bra. People said it in the original post. Her parents are racist. She doesn't want to accept this. Left to trash 161. Because she's racist too. Expecting your Indian boyfriend to not sound Indian instead of expecting your racist parents to not be racist is, in fact, racism. OP. She is not like them. She's had her worldview expanded through travel, living in a multicultural city, and going to college with people from all walks of life and ethnicities. She's had to do a lot of work to break out of the mindset she was raised in, which is of Bangkok. The fact she asked you to change such a fundamental aspect of who you are indicated she still has a lot more work to do. I wish for you a person who will love you as you are and who will protect you from unkindness and intolerance. Update 2. My girlfriend and I broke up 3 days later. What a crazy few days it's been. After our conversation a few days ago, we decided to carry on, and she would speak with her parents. I wasn't entirely comfortable with the scenario, and something wasn't sitting right with me, especially after reading through all the comments here. We were out for drinks with friends yesterday, and she brought this up. We were all a bit tipsy, but she told them everything about how she wanted me to change my accent, made fun of me for feeling bad about it, and made it seem like she was doing me a favor by speaking to her parents about me. She said every relationship needs compromises, and our friends also chimed in, saying, "I'm lucky that she's doing this for me." It honestly felt surreal, and like I was in high school and being bullied a post for another day. Anyway, I didn't want to do anything while tipsy, but I broke up with her this morning. She is trying to blame it on the alcohol, but I've decided that this is just not going to end well, and it's best we go our separate ways. So this relationship is over. Thank you to everyone who read and commented. I truly appreciate it. Comments. Beatrix related. Time to enter the anti-network to get a nice Daisy girl sent your way. Jokes aside, I'm proud of you, man. Stay strong, and you are bound to find a girl who accepts you for the person you are, and you deserve nothing less. OP. Look out for me on the next season of Indian matchmaking. Alupaneermind 23. Wow, friends are trash too. I'm glad you got rid of them though. Second story. OP forgot to wish his mom a happy birthday, and she started a SHT show and lost everyone. I 25M have a wife 24F. For the sake of the story, let's call her Amelia. Amelia and I got married 2 years ago, coming up to 3 years in June. We recently had our first baby, a beautiful baby girl. My mom was never a huge fan of my wife for reasons I will never know. But I don't care, as I love Amelia so much, and I've had to defend her against my mom multiple times. My wife's labor lasted much longer than we expected. She started on Thursday evening and delivered our baby on Monday during the very early hours of the morning. As you can imagine, it was a long process, and she was exhausted, as was I, as I wasn't sleeping unless she was asleep. My mom's birthday was on Saturday, and she had a whole party planned out. Amelia at this point was in awful pain very consistently, meaning I was constantly by her side doing whatever she needed me to do. On Friday night, we got no sleep, so when Saturday came around, we were both fighting the sleep and could barely stay awake. Because of this, I just completely forgot it was my mom's birthday, as I didn't really look much at my phone, and if I did, it would be for entertainment for my wife and me together. We both agreed beforehand that when the time came, we would send the initial text that the baby was coming, but that would be it, and we wouldn't respond to any other text until after. Well, my baby girl was finally born, and we announced it to our family. Then I got to replying to my messages from the past few days, and that's when I saw my mom text about it being her birthday, and she sent a few more after, expressing her anger for me not getting in contact. So I called her up, apologizing but explaining that I genuinely forgot, and it wasn't intentional. She went on to blame my wife by saying she purposely went into labor right around her birthday in order to steal her spotlight from her son, which I found really weird to say. From this comment alone, I got annoyed and just told her to leave me and my wife alone, and that she isn't welcome at our house for the next few days. She can't wait till she's over her fit to see her granddaughter. My whole family has been calling me an arsehole and saying that I am a bad son for not remembering my mom's birthday, but I'm an even worse son for not letting her meet her grandbaby. It's annoying because all we want to do is enjoy our new baby together, just the two of us, without anyone being a bother. So AITA? Comments. Pinebuck's waiting. NTA, it's cute that your mom thinks your wife is talented enough to go into labor on command. It's bizarre that you're the only person in your family who realizes the world doesn't revolve around your mom. Keep to your boundaries, daddy, and congratulations. OP, I know my wife's amazing and all, but she isn't that talented to go into labor on command. But thank you so much. Known Committee 810-679. She sounds so lucky to have such a loving man. OP. I'm blessed she puts up with me. Beakworm Trisha. NTA. Your mom should have understood when you told her you were with your wife in labor. Not been bitching and accusing. Tell or message your mom that after how she stupidly insulted your wife specifically, that she accused your wife of choosing to go into labor to damage mom's birthday party. You will need an apology from her to your wife in person and on social media. And CC that request to all the family. OP. I love your attitude towards this situation. The public apology on social media. Judgment. NTA. Update. 3 days later. First, I wanted to say thank you to everyone for their advice, and it really made me realize how serious this situation is. I took the advice and decided to post an Instagram and Facebook post before my mom got a chance to. In the post, I mentioned what my wife went through and purposely left in that she would never want to forcefully go through that, just to make it clear to my mom and family what the truth is. We announced that while we soak up our newborn, that uninvited guest won't be allowed into our home, so please respect our privacy as we take time as a new family. This worked, and I got a lot of friends and even some family members to say congratulations to us. My mom has since asked when she can see her granddaughter, and we have just said that she will see her when she fixes her attitude toward my wife, as my baby won't grow up to see her mother treated like she is nothing, as well as the fact that my wife never deserved to be hated in the first place. We are going to NC for now, and are as happy as we could ever be with our new baby girl. About my family, we sent them a message with the full story, and now they feel really awful about everything. Originally, my mom told them that my wife got induced, and that she took some medicine to slow down the labor. I don't even think that medication exists because apparently that's what I said on the phone, which is obviously not the truth, and my mom started claiming I did that to compete with her. My siblings are only young and didn't question my mom, but now they have been nothing but supportive. That being said, I still have my guard up for now, just in case. Thank you again for your advice and all your kind words to me and my wife. We really appreciate it. Comments. Blue being 22. You have one job right now, and that is taking care of your new little family in whatever way you need to. One of those ways includes keeping toxicity away from your wife, your baby, and yourself. Really, that is all. NTA, and congratulations. OP, I agree. Thank you. Just another flyboy. Your mom sounds like the right piece of work. Good on you for doing right by your wife and new baby, and congratulations. As for mom, well, she can just sit on the naughty stair for a while and meditate upon the error of her ways. Side post to RDadit. I never knew I could love someone so much until my daughter was born. My daughter is 2.5 weeks old, and I have never felt love like this in my whole life. I love every feature of this little human being. Her eyes are so beautiful and just melt my heart. Her little faces that she makes and her noises are just to die for. When I wake up in the night and see her, no matter how tired I am, I never get disappointed when she settles down in my arms like I'm her safe space. As a guy, I'm willing to admit that I have massive insecurities about myself, like my nose and ear shape. Why do those features of mine just fit so perfectly on my baby girl? I honestly am in baby glory, and just want to snuggle her all day long until she's old enough to refuse my hugs and kisses. I love being her dad more than anything in this world. Comments. Squirrel Dynamics. Daughters are the absolute best. They are exactly what dads need. OP. She's the very best part of me. Update. 1 year later. Hi. So I'm the guy whose mom claimed that my wife went into labor on purpose near my mother's birthday so that my wife could steal the spotlight. I forgot to text my mom happy birthday due to my wife being in active labor and being sleep deprived. We decided to go out of contact after our baby girl was born. We only planned to do that for a little bit. However, it has been a whole year. My daughter turned 1 a few days ago, and it's just been the best year of my whole life. She was just perfect. However, my mom never stopped with the attitude she was giving us, meaning she still has not met her grandkid. It's been a whole year, and she still claims my wife went into labor on purpose. My siblings that I do have contact with have met her and do adore their niece. My mom still follows me on Facebook. I don't have her blocked on there, but she's definitely upset that she hasn't met the baby yet. Her own fault. Thank you again for all the love and support. It really was much appreciated. I just can't believe for a second that it has been a year. Comments. Eccentrica Galambit. Wow, what a narcissist. I'd be delighted if my daughter had a child on the same day as my birthday when she's older. I think it'd be awesome to share a birthday with a grandkid. Stay strong, Dad. Hopefully she learns the error of her ways before it's too late. If not, you don't need that kind of negativity in your kids' lives. Gullible Solution. My dad was thrilled when my sister-in-law went into labor on his birthday, unexpectedly early. Traditional Formal 33. I love that I share a birthday with my niece. I'm too old for birthday parties, but now I get to go to hers and get cake and blue-eye toys. It's great, and it's so much less pressure because everyone is watching her while I eat my cake. Thank you for watching the video. If you are interested in listening to these kinds of stories, we've got more in store for you. Simply subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share it with your friends.